Whether you want to glide along a Venetian canal or make your own Italian pasta in Florence, Italy is full of fun activities all year round. If you're planning a trip to Italy, you probably have a couple of questions about how you're going to spend your time there. And luckily, we have all the answers right here in this video. Which top Italian attractions are simply unmissable? What's the best way to tour the Tuscan countryside? And where do the Italian A-listers like to spend their summers? All that and more coming up, so keep watching. First on our list, explore the ancient history of Rome. One of the best things to do in Italy is make a visit to the historic capital, Rome. Nicknamed the Eternal City, Rome welcomes millions of tourists all year round. And while you might think it's the most visited part of the historic country, Florence and Venice both attract more international tourism. Nonetheless, Rome is a beautiful city with the additional benefit of being easy to explore on foot. The city is full of ancient history. You'll find plenty of monuments, beautiful town squares, and museums brimming with art and artifacts to ponder over. When you go to Rome, make sure to visit the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, the Pantheon, the famous Trevi Fountain, and the Piazza Navona. If you're visiting Rome, don't forget to make a trip to the Vatican City and explore St. Peter's Basilica, the world's largest basilica in fact, as well as the Sistine Chapel and Michelangelo's most famous work, The Last Judgment. Next up, glide through Venice on a gondola. It might be the most cliche tourist activity when visiting the historic and beautiful Venice, but taking a boat ride along a Venetian canal in a graceful gondola is definitely one of our top picks of things to do in Italy. You'll feel like a movie star or a historic Shakespearean character as you glide along the beautiful canal, expertly guided by your very own personal gondolier. It's easy to find yourself a gondolier tour guide as they tend to congregate along the Great Canal, by the Doge's Palace, and at the Rialto Bridge. Gondoliers are instantly recognizable by their striped shirts and straw hats, waiting for tourists on bridges and canals. Try to make a little conversation with your gondolier to see if you're comfortable with their command of English. Pick up an Italian phrase book to make the experience even easier. When it comes to the choice of route and time of day, it all depends on your personal preferences. If you take your gondola ride during the dark, lights from the Grand Canal palaces and canal side restaurants reflect and glimmer on the water, giving you a beautiful surrounding environment. However, the Grand Canal will be busy with other boats, so it might be less intimate. Next on our list, a trip to Italy is incomplete with a trip to historic Florence. Florence is undoubtedly the most beautiful city in Tuscany and is home to several historic museums and stunning Renaissance palaces. Did you know that half of all the Italian works of art are located in Florence? It's no surprise that it's one of the most internationally visited cities in Italy, second only to Venice. So, if you'll be one of the 15 million tourists that visit the art city this year, there are a couple of must-see places that you have to visit. You have to. Don't miss the Duomo or the Uffizi Gallery and its famous paintings for an arty day out. For a religious experience, take a trip to the Basilica, San Miniato al Monte, where you'll enjoy a panoramic view over Florence. For a romantic evening, go there during sunset. Don't forget to visit the Piazza della Signoria, an open-air museum, or if you're feeling adventurous, climb the Cupola del Brunelleschi for a 360-degree of the gorgeous city. As with all popular tourist attractions, don't forget to book your tickets in advance to avoid disappointment. How about making your own pasta in Florence? So, we know the Italians love their food. If you love to cook and you'd love to learn from the world's greats, you'll enjoy the chance to learn how to make Italy's most famous culinary specialty. No, not pizza, the perfect pasta. Pasta making classes can be found throughout Italy, but Florence has several to choose from, with classes often combined with a tour of local food markets and shops. Some cooking classes are even taught in a local family home, where groups of no more than 6 cook a full meal with their local cook and then enjoy a meal together as a group. Other classes in Florence teach a range of classic Florentine dishes, but pasta is at the center of these, and you know that you want to impress all your friends and fam when you return home with all the secrets of perfect Italian pasta under your belt. And while many consider Italians to be purists when it comes to their gastronomy, various classes cater to a number of various dietary requirements. You can find gluten-free, organic, vegetarian, and even Italian cooking classes. Another for the list is to explore the Tuscan hill towns by bicycle or car. Tuscany's hillside countryside is beautiful and best enjoyed on a sunny afternoon, either by bike or car. you can stop to explore the small settlements between the tourist attractions of the larger medieval towns that surround the pretty hilltops. If you want to see as much of the countryside as possible, a driving tour will get you around several of these old medieval towns faster. However, if you really want the authentic Italian experience, visiting the Tuscan Hills town on a bicycle will let you get closer to the land, giving you the time to stop and explore the tiny towns and local shops, and maybe even grab a gelato. If you choose to take a bike tour, there are several unpaved roads and lanes called Strade Bianche, white roads that will lead you through the orchids and fields of poppies that cover the hills south and east of San Gimignano, the perfect landscape for cycling. Numerous tour operators also offer guided and independent cycling tours, no matter your experience or endurance levels. And these tours often include lodging and dining, as well as planned visits at local tourist attractions. No more long queues. Whilst it might be simple, these medieval villages, ruins, farms, and countryside bistros will give you the most authentic Italian experience and might be the most memorable souvenirs on your trip. Or you can catch an opera in Verona's Roman Arena. Okay, even if the idea of the opera puts you to sleep, we bet that you'll find yourself nonetheless enthralled by the magic of a full-scale production in Verona's Roman Arena, an artifact of the 3rd century. And for those opera lovers out there, it shall be the thrill of a lifetime. The Roman Arena is one of the largest and best preserved Roman amphitheaters, with 44 rows of seats intact to welcome over 20,000 spectators. If you're visiting Italy during July or August, you might be lucky enough to bag a seat during the Verona Opera Festival, held every summer and one of Europe's most important summer music festivals, alongside the Bayreuth and Salzburg festivals. The blend of the dimmed arena, the Shakespearean stage set that can resemble entire street scenes and multi-storied buildings all at once, and some of the world's leading singers and musicians all under a starry sky is an experience that you'll never forget. The best opera to catch here is Ada, as Dolomites has been known to float down a recreated Nile River in a boat, with the triumphal march taking up the entire stage, with scenes that, in past productions of the opera, have even featured live animals, including elephants, horses, and camels. Every new production of this biennial classic brings new shocks and surprises to the enthralled audiences who never really truly know what to expect. Despite its vast size, the Roman Arena is astonishingly intimate, able to envelop the large audience into the theatrical moment. Finishing up, we can't have a list of the top things to do in Italy without including the Italian Lake District. If you're looking for the most beautiful lake in Italy's Lake District, Lake Como is your best bet. Como is surrounded by steep mountains, adorned in lush greenery, and is encircled by petite towns and stunning villas. Ever since the Roman era, it has been a major hotspot for royalty and international aristocrats, and many villas and gardens in Lake Como are even open to visitors. Spend the day on a boat, taking a route that stops by as many towns as possible, and let yourself enjoy the changing panorama of pastel-colored fairy tale villages, as well as the stunning villas, gardens, and lush-covered mountain peaks that make up the gorgeous environment. And there we have it. And there you are, our picks for things to do in Italy. What do you think of our list? What would you like to do the most out of the activities we highlighted above? Have you ever been to Italy? And if so, what should be on our list but isn't? Let us know down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more travel videos coming in the future.